I think situation in Israel is tense right now. So this happened on June 7th in direct response to Israeli attack on Hezbollah targets in Beirut's southern suburbs, or the Dahiya. Is that how you pronounce it? The Dahiya district. This is the part of Beirut where it's supposed to be Hezbollah central. And this was basically the main red line of the current, very long lasting ceasefire, by the way, may I add, between Israel and Hezbollah, which nobody saw coming. Nobody saw at all this coming. The idea that, uh, if you're having a ceasefire with Hezbollah without actually having a ceasefire with Hezbollah and talking to Lebanon only, which you're not at war with, is going to basically result in exactly this. Who could have seen this coming? And not me, not me. It's not like we were talking about the fact that this is not going to last even a half an hour here for 20 times here on our discussion groups. But yeah, here's another one of those predictions that came true that we discussed, but this doesn't really deserve that much of a credit because it was obvious. So a senior Islamic Republic official made a very clear public threat. So Ibrahim Rezai, a spokesman for the Islamic Republic's Parliament, National Security and Foreign Policy Commission, um, this is what he said on X. He's saying, "We will give a decisive and painful response to the Zionist regime's attack on the suburbs. This this rabid dog must be disciplined and put in its place. Watch the sky of the occupied territories tonight." Tonight. Wait, where is this post on X? We need to find it, because when did he say that? Did he say that? So this is supposed to happen now.
Sorry, Armin. I'm just gonna say it real quick before I'm gonna go back to the shelter. We just had missiles in the north. There were few shards that fell into cities, but we don't know about any hits. There are another 4 missiles coming off. We don't know where yet. So okay, see you all later.
Okay, go. Thank you. Stay safe. Go. Stay safe. Oh my god. Guys, imagine, like, what that was crazy. I was just reading the threat and I'm like, this should be happening now. And then as soon as I said this should be happening right now, Sapir opened her mic and said, like, yep, it's happening right now. I'm going to my shelter. That was crazy timing. Okay, so hopefully there's guys, there shouldn't be any Israelis here. There should be no Israelis here. You should be, unless you have internet in your shelter, you should not be here. Okay. Okay, so saying this is what, let me read this and then I'll quickly get to you guys. Okay, so this is widely interpreted as a direct warning of imminent Iranian missile or drone strikes on Israel. The phrase "watch the sky tonight" is classic Iranian messaging for an upcoming attack. Well, obviously. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf also warned that Iran will not only halt the path of negotiations, but we will also, he's saying, but we will also be in direct confrontation with the enemy. So I wouldn't know if right now, if the Islamic Republic is bombing Israel or if this is Hezbollah. Because if this is the Islamic Republic, I don't wonder if this is going to be considered
I'm sorry, it's the Islamic Republic.
Oh, it's the Islamic Republic directly? Okay, so would this not be the end of the ceasefire with President Trump as well? Like, because we know that the attacks on the Arab countries around the Persian Gulf, President Trump be like, yep, no, the ceasefire is still in place. But this is different. Is this gonna basically be the end to the ceasefire between United States and the Islamic Republic? So let me stop talking and let's see what your opinions are. So Sketch, and by the way, Sketch, because you're modding, you could speak in between, all the responses at any time you feel necessary. And go ahead.
Next to respond, we have Noah.
If this is from the Islamic Republic, then yes, I would say this is the end of the ceasefire. But I've been trying to see like news articles and stuff to confirm, because this was actually going to be my topic. So thank you for bringing this up, Armin. But yeah, I say if this is from the Islamic Republic, ceasefire is over. We're back at war. Because there's no way Israel will sit and just do nothing. They're going to respond, and they're going to respond hard.
That's true, because even if United States wants to maintain the ceasefire, I just don't see how you could expect Israel not to respond to a direct attack from the Islamic Republic. So that's a good point. That's a good point. That would be very like a lot, especially given the political climate in Israel right now. Uh, Many Israelis are criticizing Prime Minister Netanyahu for not being aggressive enough against the Islamic Republic and its proxies, and the elections are coming in Israel, so you would expect there would be a lot of pressure on Prime Minister Netanyahu to basically respond to this. I mean, maybe the way to get to have to have your cake and eat it too is for United States to be like, yeah, our ceasefire is still there, but Israel, like, just because Israel doesn't have a ceasefire with you, just because Israel is having a war with you, that's a separate thing. Israel is its own independent nation state, and they could be at war with you, and we're at a ceasefire with you. Um, and but then the Islamic Republic is going to be like, fuck no. And the Islamic Republic is going to be like, Israel is your dog, or whatever the language that they use. So Israel attacking us is you attacking us. Which is, yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's go to more responses.
Next to respond is Jeff.
Yeah, so overnight, to give a background, Hezbollah's southern units used first-person view and or fiber-guided drones to strike a lot of U.S. armor, and then so Israel responded in response to that. There was some casualties on the ground. Without belaboring the point, I will say that I'm going to mispronounce this fucking drone name. The Ababil, Ababil,
Ababil.
Yeah, thanks.
It's from the Quran. It's from the Quran, by the way. But go ahead.
That's why my mouth didn't want to pronounce it. So the first person view Ababil was actually, the technology was provided by the regime remnants, and it's produced on site on Lebanese soil. Hint, hint. That's something that that's going to be incorporated for the good guys against bad guys in Iran. In any case, so what does all that kind of mean with regards to where things are? Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said 2 hours ago, if the talks break down, the Pentagon is ready to act. So just hours before, I see this probably moving. This is probably going to go and result in renewed. It seems like it's going to push towards renewed strikes, which would be very good. Because if CENTCOM has released him in at the low end, the regime's dead at the high end, they're extra dead. And that'll make a lot of other efforts happening inside Iran a lot easier, albeit we still have to pursue those economic and or track 2 material support lines of effort.
Just a quick, before we go to the next person, the Ababil missiles by the Islamic Republic. Ababil is the name of the event in the Quran where these birds were carrying stones, and they dropped the stones on this army of elephants that were marching on the Kaaba. And the birds, this miracle, this Islamic miracle, stops the elephants and kills them from reaching and destroying the Kaaba. So they're naming the missiles out of that story from the Quran, just so you guys know. Okay.
Next to respond is Ida.
Hey all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, so it seems, yeah, it was from the RGC, from Iranian territory. Maybe Sapir, if Sapir is up in the north, can tell us more. I think there is another missiles incoming right now. I'm not sure whether this time it's from Hezbollah or it's the I don't I cannot understand if it's the maybe it was the pre-alarm and now this is the alarm. It's kind of confusing, but the um, the spokesman of the IDF said that the launches were seen from Iran, like from the not from Lebanon. They identified the launchers from Iran. And yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like we're gonna go all the way back to. I think it just, but it's just my opinion. And
So
maybe we'll respond.
yeah, and things are happening as we speak.
Yeah.
Look at I just have 2 more updates. This is just happening as we're speaking.
Yeah.
So it says Iran will be hit hard in response to the latest missile fire towards Israel. Walla correspondent Yaki Adamkar reported citing an Israeli source. So guys, Israel is now saying that they will be hitting the Islamic Republic in mainline Iran. So guys, get ready. We're apparent, like, if this is true, we're basically going in. We're going to go in. We're going in. So like Israel says missile launch from Iran towards its territory. Yeah, and Israel is saying that they're going to respond. So holy shit, if this is confirmed, we're about to see like full scale confrontational head to head military operations again between Israel and the Islamic Republic. It seems. Okay.
Can I respond? Because some people here were thinking maybe they would probably go like maybe they activate the Houthis just for not really going, like. But yeah, it seems like I'm surprised.
Okay.
All right, we have a breaking update from Sapir.
Okay, so first of all, the skies are officially closed. Israeli official has announced that the war is back on again, not just that it's going to be attacked. They said that the ceasefire with Hezbollah is also officially over. Meanwhile, it's been waves of a couple of missiles, mainly to the north. So I'm fine for now. And I don't really need to be in the shelter until further notice. So I'm here. Woo. Yeah, schools are closed all the way to tomorrow, and we just got an update for the new instructions. Yeah, okay, so it's for the entire country. The entire country is not allowed to have school until until tomorrow night, until further notice. And there are more and more restrictions coming out. Meanwhile, we have shards in 2 cities. Oh, and now it's coming to the middle of the country as well. Okay. But yeah, that's what we know for now. All of the waves are from the IRGC. Throughout this entire time, and honestly, I need people to understand something very clearly. Since October 7, Hezbollah didn't stop sending missiles to Israel. All of this time. All the ceasefires that they said all the time, it was like, okay, the ceasefire is we're not gonna shoot to the middle of Israel, but we're gonna shoot to the north. So that's not new. And that's it for now.
All right. Well, I want you to know from probably everyone in the audience, we want all Israelis to be safe. Please be as safe as you can. And should we go to the next reply, or do you have another update?
I have more updates. Okay, so let me read this from you guys. So Ali Abdullahi, you guys know Ali Abdullahi, right? He's the one of the most important people within the IRGC. He's the head of the division called Khatamul Anbiya. So, which is one of the most important divisions within IRGC. So, Ali Abdullahi, commander of the Khatamul Anbiya headquarters, said in a message coinciding with the start of the Islamic Republic's missile attack on Israel, This is what he said: the Israeli army must stop its attacks on southern Lebanon and Dahiya. Again, Dahiya, guys, that's in Beirut. That's Hezbollah headquarters, and Dahiya. And in the event of expanding its attack to that region or responding to the Islamic Republic's actions with heavier and more or responding to the Islamic Republic's actions with the heavier and more regret-inducing strikes, it will face decisive and devastating attacks against the regime and its supporters. So this is an important person. So just reading his update, and then Arakchi posted a picture with no caption on X just now, just 15 minutes ago, and it's the flag of Islamic Republic and the flag of Lebanon next to each other, basically trying to show a message of solidarity between the Islamic Republic and Lebanon, which is kind of rich coming from him, because the people in Lebanon their message is like fuck off away from our country. The Lebanese people are more and more frustrated with the Islamic Republic, and if guys, every time the Islamic Republic is saying Lebanon, they mean Hezbollah. In the Islamic Republic is in the same way that the Islamic Republic, when it says Iran and the Iranian people, it means that it's only talking about the Islamic Republic, and when it says Iranian people, it's talking about the supporters of this Islamic Republic. In the same thing in Lebanon, every time they say Lebanon, they mean Hezbollah, and every time they say the Lebanese people, they're talking about the supporters of Hezbollah. They're not talking about Lebanon as a country. So, also one more thing, guys, Hezbollah's rockets are much less deadly than the Islamic Republic's rockets, like missiles, right? So they're closer. So that means that, even though their rockets are cheaper, um, the proximity makes it a little bit more difficult to deal with. But the Islamic Republic has these types of missiles that they blow up into multiple pieces in the sky, and then they come down in multiple pieces, and they have been proven to be somewhat difficult to intercept. And that's something that the Islamic Republic has, and Hezbollah doesn't have that. So they're farther away, so that means defending against them is easier, but the Islamic Republic has more sophisticated type of missiles that they could use.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.